Hello, I am Jonathan Crook, Print Technical Consultant for HP. In this training video, I am going to do a walkthrough of the X677 or 6800 Enterprise Class MFP. Today, I'm using an X67755Z Plus model. Some hardware options in this video may not be available depending on your model. So let's begin with the panel here. So we have a 10-inch panel. Depending on your model, you might have a smaller version. This machine here comes with a keyboard standard. Keyboards are accessories and can be added to other 6 series devices as well. And then if I go ahead and flip this up and slide it back here, you'll see I have a badge reader for those that have solutions that work with authentication with badges. And on the right here, there is a convenience stapler for being able to staple sets outside of the machine itself. On the top here is our ADF, and there is actually a hole here on the right-hand side. And so when you load paper, the machine itself will actually prepare itself to scan the pages that you've loaded in for copying or scanning. Below the screen here, you'll see our power button. It's lit up here. So that's where you turn the machine off and on. And then right up front here on this machine here, when you bring this down, this is where you can see all the developers and also our toner waste bottle located here. If you go down one door further, right here, this is where all the toner cartridges reside for this model. Now again, depending on the model you have for a 6 series, you may have all in one cartridges or you may have these two parts like this device does here. Below the toner tray here, you will see we have the different paper trays, and you can see by that silver button here that these are paper trays. To load these paper trays, you just pull them open here, and you'll have a guide here, and you will have a guide right here. And that allows you to squeeze and move back and forth depending on the paper sizes. For this model in particular, it's going to be more focused on letter or legal type paper. It does not go above legal size paper. But once you've loaded your paper, you can push it back in just like that. And you can see here, this tray, very similar. And then the high capacity at the bottom here handles the same way. This model also has a bypass tray, which is located here on the right-hand side of the machine, and it's indicated by a 1. But if I click on this, I can actually flip this down, and this allows me to load paper into the bypass, so single sheets or small jobs, things like that. Now this machine here has an external finisher. To get into the inside of this machine here, you open the door right here, and you can see we have a couple different things. One, this does have a hole punch, so this is where the hole punches will be held when they're punched. And then down below here, you will actually be able to see the staple cartridge, and this is where you change out your staples when it becomes empty. This machine has 4 different outputs for paper to go. Now again, depending on your model, some models the output is here, and you can see this is where this one has an output. And then this model here has one on the top, one here in the middle, and then a high capacity being able to store 3,000 sheets down here. So again, depending on your model, most are going to have an output that's right inside this cave here. But there are some other models that have additional trays even right here as well. In the unlikely event of a jam, there are some doors and areas that you can get into to clear jams out. So on the right-hand side here, the main door is the fuser here. So if we click this and we open this down, it's important to know that at the panel, it will actually show you what doors to open, what to get into. But from here, there are a couple things you can do. You can actually pull the fuser out like this, and you can actually see that this drops down as well. So it will actually show you in this panel where to go. Now, outside of the fuser area, each paper tray has its own door for you to open up. And so paper could get stuck just coming out of the paper trays. And so these doors are where you're going to be looking at. The next areas for paper jams might be, or in this unit in particular, is this bridge unit here. And all you have to do is actually lift up on this, and then you can actually get inside here for the paper. Then once we do that, then we get into the finisher area here. For jamming in the external finisher, there are a few areas you can get into. The first one is right here on top. You can actually lift this door open and you'll see a green area where you can double check for paper inside here. Then once we get to the next section right here, you're going to open that front door. You've got two green knobs here that allow you to actually turn the feed rollers to help paper feed out manually. Then you also have this arm, which goes down, allows you to get paper there. And then you have this arm, which actually comes up and allows you to get paper inside of there. Those are all the main areas that you would be getting into in case of a paper jam. And again, this is just for this model here. Other models may not have this external finisher. The other place you could get a jam is in the ADF right here. Now, if you saw in the beginning of the video, in most cases when you're scanning in the ADF, it's going to look something like this with paper loaded, right? This tray comes up. So if there's a jam inside of this unit, the first place you can actually do is go ahead and lift on this, and this goes up all the way like this. That allows you to get in and grab the paper. Once you're done, go ahead and push down on that, and then it will go ahead and close that up. The other place is going to be just underneath by opening the cover here, and you'll see paper potentially wrapped here as well. Those are the only main two areas that you're going to see or have to deal with the jam inside of the ADF. So that is a quick overview of the X677 6800 Enterprise Class MFP. Again, depending on your model, some of these things may not be available, but hopefully this gives you a good understanding of where to look, what you can open, and things like that. I hope this has been informative for you. Have a great day.